Good morning. Here comes hot grease up the hill. We went to that shelter last night underneath that hill, 0.4 miles. Got the sunrise. This is Screwball, by the way. It is May 15th, 7 a.m. Day 56, if I'm not mistaken, of this Appalachian Trail journey. I'm gonna show you a few videos right here of where we were at last night. I didn't put them on yesterday's video. And you'll see a home place down there that had lots of piles of rocks and cairns, and which I did put on yesterday's video at the end, some pictures of all of them up on top of the mountain. So if there's anybody that has any information or any history on that old home place, feel free to let me know. Again, I hope y'all have a great day. We're fixing to get this day started. We're going roughly 14.7 miles, I believe. Maybe a little further than that, depends on whether we take off and go get some supplies. Some of us are running out of fuel. But again, thanks for watching, and let me get this day started. All right, before we leave camp this morning, go ahead and come back down here to the water source and show you what we found when we came last night to get some water. It's an old barn looking log. Why I say a barn, because here's the chimneys to the house. And the brick well you'll see in the photo right about here was the brick well. That was two chimneys at the same end of the house. Pretty neat. You hear the water running to our right there. Some nasty looking little water, but beggars can't be choosers. They had three chimneys. There's another chimney on the other end of the house. Probably big old poplar logs. You can still see them laying here. This is not one, but that's one. You can see some inside the house. The old chimney. Pretty campsites right here. Some other rock structures over there. But we got to climb that mountain, 0.4, just to get back up to the trail. So let me get this day started. All right, this is the way our morning is getting started. Can't say I'm too aggravated about it. I like these kind of rocks. Just them little bitty ones. I don't like. Rock bluffs. Some good little bit of birds.
Yeah. All right, I'm sure there'll be something up trail.
All right, Screwball here. This is part of the trail right here. Just came up a little narrow spot, but this right here, you can see, it's not very wide. So we gotta make it up over this. Just gonna show you a little bit of trail. It ain't always the easiest thing to do here, especially when you're holding the phone in one hand. Trying to get up and around some of these rocks. There we go. Keep going. Look at those. The sun just brings out those ridges. And that's the little crevice I just came up through. But if I ain't even been gone 10 minutes, I've done taken 2 or 3 videos. We're never gonna make it to 14 miles for dark, so I gotta get. Appreciate y'all watching. Hold me, like I said earlier, keep getting views like this, having to stop. We're never gonna make the 14 miles. We haven't even gone a mile maybe. Just look at that. That's what you get when you're on the Appalachian Trail. Still headed towards Delville. I'm gonna zoom that in a little bit. Look at those ridges and how they stand out. And look, if you look deep back in there, the mountains, that's ranges and that you can still see. There's a couple of towers back there that you can see. I mean, I don't know if you can pick them out on that far mountain, but there's towers on top of it. I gotta get though, because this will be an hour-long video if I don't, the way the day's going. All right, we know we didn't do much more video, but this is part of the trail. So I'm gonna give you a quick glimpse.
What is there to say?
All right, this is the trail here. This is why it takes so long to get anywhere you want to go on the trail. Because you got this right here. Why my videos are so long. You got to stop and video that. And that's why you hiking the trail, so you can see stuff like that. If you don't slow down and look at it, what's the purpose of hiking? Talking about walking on the edge. And right there's your white blaze. This is what you call walking on the edge. Got you drop that side. You got you drop to that side. Okay, this ridge we've been following all morning. It's sort of a major ridge in the mountain chain. And why I say that is this right here, the Eastern Continental Divide. That one's not Bigfoot or Santa Claus. That was hot grease. All right, there's your 10 seconds of nature.
No, that's the same ridge that we saw up top.
All right, screw out here. You're hot grease the first talking. Been following this down for a little while, but that's the same mountain range we were looking at earlier. We came over behind that little ridge right there. So you can hear the water down there below us running. These rock outcroppings are pretty neat. Thought I'd get them. Went from a big hardwood timber. Took about a little turn and walked down about 100 yards and on the side of this piney, rocky hill here. There's your little cave. I doubt there's anything up there in it. Let's get up here and see though. Don't see anything in it. Get back down here on the trail. All right, screwball here. This is my actual first blooming that I've seen. There sure are some pretty blooms. They've been budding, but these are finally some blooms on them. And I'm sure the further lower elevations we get, the more we're going to be picking up.
And he ain't tiny either. Let's see if I can get him close.
That is a, what'd you say that lizard was?
Skink.
A skink.
There he is. Isn't that something?
Where did he go?
Right, more wildlife. Hope you're enjoying.
The old skink ran off. Lizard, I don't know where he went to.
What eyeball height in front of you there?
But I don't know.
Look at this thing.
All right, but now here's the salamander, which we have some of them back home. But
The red salamander.
a red salamander, he said. I thought you said it's something with dots.
That is cool, man.
All right.
Is that what you found when you
This is where we done lunch at. We're fixing to move on. All right, all those mountain vista views have now turned into some large pine wood forest. Fairly open. Not a lot of thick undergrowth. And we're still going down the mountain. I think we probably got about another mile before we actually get down to the bottom. There's some big, pretty pine timber, and unfortunately, if this was in my neck of the woods, it could be a clear cut before long. But beautiful, beautiful timber. That ridge on the far side over there is somewhere over in there. It's where we started this morning. Followed that ridge on around. Followed it for about 3 miles, didn't we, before we dropped down into the valley.
I'd say about that.
And then we've been climbing now for a little over 1.5 miles. We're actually closer to 2 miles. We've been climbing from the bottom of the valley up. But when we get up here, you'll see why. For me, anyway. But there's a Continental Divide ridge over there. All right, screwball here. Got a nice little road walk you can see behind me. Going to the memorial up here. But while it's on my mind, I'd like to say, hey man, I woke up about 3 mornings ago and had over 2,000 subscribers. You know, and for an old country boy from Alabama, I didn't expect to get 400, maybe if he's lucky, to be over 2,000. And to me, it's very impressive. I appreciate all of my subscribers. You know, I'm still getting new ones each day. So I appreciate y'all coming online. Appreciate all the ones that stayed with me through the time that I was off trail there. So thanks a lot. I do appreciate it. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to my son-in-law, Cole Quebec. He graduated a couple of weeks ago from Lincoln University up in Pennsylvania. Got him a degree in English. He's fixing to move to Wyoming, work on his master's at the University of Wyoming. So congratulations, Cole. Proud of you. And let me get this thing off so I can catch up with the rest of the guys and talk to y'all later. All right. This is one of my top spots right here. Hiked a long ways to get here. Audie Murphy. Y'all can read that. That sign says it all. Most decorated veteran of World War II. All right, all these rocks are memorial people brought up and stacked up, but that came from my property in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I've carried it all the way. Read the history, get to know the guy. That's good. All right, this is the other one here. This would be your rhododendron. It's pretty flowers. Those are the first I've seen on trail. All right, gotta move on.